So this is very interesting to me. This fabulous man that we are about to introduce you to here on the Enter the Shell show, he describes his music as this gypsy love child blend of everything that has inspired him, and I am just so inspired to hear about his music. So let's welcome Arian Saleh to the show.
How's it going?
Hey guys, good. How are you?
Good. Right now you currently have your EP, which is available on iTunes, and that's Cobblestone. And you're going to be in Seattle for a couple of days, May 28th through the 31st. So I know this last EP, you teamed up with the Wizards of Oz, I should say. And what was the experience like creating that EP, and what effect did those guys have on your sound?
It was actually really great. They testament to them. They brought out everything that I was trying to do with the record. It was my first recording, and so there was a lot of talk early on about the sound that we were trying to create. And we even spent one day just drinking beers in the studio, listening to like a bunch of tracks I'd sent them as reference to kind of create this whole sound that is just a blend of all the stuff that I've been listening to my whole life.
Right on.
So moving on from that, I'm a total sketch comedy fan, and finding out that you were one of the co-founders of Troop Six Finger Fist, I gotta say, man, that's so awesome. How does it affect your writing, and how does it compare to singing in your songs?
Well, it's cool. I mean, it flexes a totally different muscle, and all of our movies we do completely improvised in like 48 hours or less. So there's this whole like gun to your head creativity that's awesome, and it just opens you up to spontaneity and play and everything that you create. It also really helps not take yourself seriously. 1 month I'm shaving my head, and next month we're making a movie of like puppets. It's just ridiculous. So it's hard to take yourself seriously when you're doing that. It helps a lot.
That's great. It probably helps with your kind of presence on stage too. Well, listen, I'm very excited that you're. I saw that you're going to be in Seattle. That's actually where I was from before I moved to Los Angeles. So
awesome.
They're probably going to eat you up there. They're going to love you.
Yeah, it's a cool town. I like Seattle.
Totally. So let's talk a little bit about what sets you apart in your live shows. Like, what can people expect?
Well, the thing I try really hard to do in the live show is kind of make it dynamic and just have a bunch of stuff going on, more than just, you kind of, sometimes you go to a live show and it's the same tone the whole night, and, I have these like romantic kind of melancholy songs that I do, and then I'll do like a pop cover or like a Six Finger Fist song sometimes. So I try to keep it really like intimate and fresh, and kind of do my own thing with it, even though like I'll be playing a known song or a song off the record. A lot of times it's just me on the guitar, or I'm joined a lot lately by Nick Hughes, who's this amazing percussionist. And so I just love going to a live show and hearing it a little bit differently than the record.
Totally. I totally agree with that. So Now listen, your mom and dad were heavy influences on your career, and from what I've been told, your mom was actually the person who pushed you to find your voice. How did she just know from the get-go when you were young, like, this kid has talent, or how did she come across this?
Well, yeah, she's a amazing songwriter in her own right, and her mother was an opera singer, so it's all in the blood, But I'd always, ever since I was a kid, I was writing songs, but it was always in the background. I was trying to write plays and do theater and write screenplays. That's actually what brought me to LA. Mm-hmm. But my mom was the first person to actually hear my songs and tell me, there's something here. And I, again, it was always in the background, and then eventually I just started doing it so much more that I was like, I'm gonna try this out. I'm gonna go for this. And I don't know if my screenplays just sucked, and that was her gentle way of hey,
that was exactly what it was. No, I'm just kidding.
Who knows, yeah.
So having such a big influence from your parents and your culture, you can cite a million artists that have been really influenced by their culture. Santana. How do you think growing up Persian and having your background, how has your culture actually influenced your music, and how do you find your audiences receiving that?
Well, what's interesting is that the Persian influence, it's if anything, it's there. I think maybe in some of the percussion sections or like the rhythm sections of the tunes. But my mom, introduced me as a kid to a lot of Italian music and French music, and my dad on his side gave me tango when I was a little kid, and that just blew my mind, and that's all it's my obsession. But so what's funny is that the Persian part of my background isn't like the biggest influence on the musicality of the work I do. It's mostly these European stuff that I grew up listening to in the tango music. But yeah, I was really lucky to be exposed to such different things. And then finding Radiohead and Sting and all that and falling in love with that, coupled with all the stuff that I've been listening to, I think really opened me up to, write stuff that I don't think ordinarily I would have written if I hadn't, heard all that.
And how have the audiences been accepting your sound?
People are really, I'm knocking on wood right now, but the response has been awesome. People are super into it, and they keep coming back, which is huge. And I think it's something different, like guy in a guitar, you can easily get pushed into a kind of singer-songwritery, folky corner. And I think the fact that I'm influenced by so much other stuff, I think it does reflect. And so hopefully, and not anything against that. I love that stuff too. It's just it's not me,
Now, lastly, you're kind of a burger enthusiast, as I'm actually just a food enthusiast, just in general. And so, what is the best burger? Because I think this might spawn some controversy. But
no, of course it will. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
The main controversy between my arteries and my taste buds. But yeah, ultimately, LA-wise, I'm sorry to do it, Father's Office, but I think the West Side Tavern burger beats it out. West Side Tavern burger.
Side
and then
Tavern.
and then Seattle, I love Jack's Burger.
Yes.
And New York, I gotta go Five Napkin. So
no In-N-Out, huh?
Oh, come on, In-N-Out. Yeah, I love In-N-Out. But actually, you know what? I perfected my In-N-Out. This is so terrible. I can't believe. I perfected my In-N-Out burger. You gotta go number 2 animal style with chopped chilies and then light, well-done fries.
Wow. That you just heard that here
my
first.
mouth is watering.
Yeah.
There you go, man. And I'm not even endorsed by In-N-Out yet.
Yet.
Dun, dun, dun.
The EP is available on iTunes, and that's Cobblestone. Also, you can check them out. Where are you going to be playing?
I'm playing the Folklife Festival up in Seattle, so come out that whole weekend, Seattle Center. And then I'm setting up some shows in LA for June, like at the Mint and some other places. So
totally, and keep us posted. We'll continue following you, but we'd love to come out and get to see you live.
I'd love to have you guys out.
Yeah, it's ariansaleh.com, and that's ariansaleh.com. Go to the companion blog to go to his site. And thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you, guys. It was a pleasure.
All right.
All right. Thank you so much.
Take it easy, man.
Listen, tune in next week. We're going to be having the Enter the Shell show. It's our special edition EP show, and it airs once a month. This is where we kind of take a look back at the most recent artists that we've featured here on the Enter the Shell show.
And tell you all about the bad things in this world. I'll teach you, mistreat you, until you're well behaved and